How's it going, folks? How are you? Welcome back to the Brock Jr. channel. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another edition of WLW Saturday Night Slam. I am your voice of We Live Wrestling, Brock Jr. We're all the way from the West Coast now to the East Coast. We're at the Manhattan Center in New York City. We have a rowdy New York crowd ready for some WLW action here on this Saturday night. Recapping what happened last week, we had a grudge match challenge between Backyard Bryce and Crazy Craig Drake. That match ended in a no contest, and we're going to talk about it more in just a little bit. Also, the Oakland Raiders, they retain their WLW World Tag Team Championships against the Hip Hop Express, the team that turned their back on them. And they also issued a grudge match challenge. So it's going to be a huge 8-man tag with the World Tag Team Champions and their allies, the Superhero Brothers, taking on the Hip Hop Express and Jake and the Fat Man. Also, a shocker. Mason Sensation turned his back on the WLW Junior World Champion, Brock Lesnar, in his match against Patch. That match ended, was it a no contest also? We've had plenty of no contests this past weekend, last weekend. I believe it was a no contest, or did Chocolate, somebody, you know what, I don't think anybody won. Iceberg Isaac showed his face in it. Mason Sensation turned his back on Brock Lesnar, the Beast, born a Beast. So there's quite a few things going on here in We Live Wrestling. All right, Saturday Night Slam is brought to you by McDo's. It is home of the McDoo-Doo combo. They want you to try their combo. It's the McDoo-Doo. It's their version of a quarter pounder with cheese, with all of the works, some hot fresh fries, and a soft drink of your choosing, but they prefer damn cherry cola. One taste of this will make you say, damn, is that cherry? All right, folks. Let's take a look at what's going to happen tonight. We have a grudge match challenge with Backyard Bryce and Crazy Craig Drake again. This time, it's a normal rules match, normal ring match. Remember, Backyard Bryce and Crazy Craig Drake, that match ended in a no contest. Also tonight, THUNDERFIST will defend his WLW World Television Championship in his first title defense against Big Brother Red. THUNDERFIST defeated his daddy, Big Red Haggerty, at Super Slam 2 Vegas to capture that championship. In tag team action, KANDY KORN, the WLW Women's World Champion, is teaming up with BUSTY RHODES. They're taking on, folks, the Ultimate Woman, who double-crossed sweet KANDY KORN, and she recruited the help of the Crippler. It's going to be KANDY KORN, BUSTY RHODES versus the Ultimate Woman and the Crippler. And in the main event tonight, folks, this match has been signed by the WLW Commissioner Conrad Thompson from the desk of a Big Box Wrestling, also known as Corporate World Wrestling. In the main event, SKRAPER will defend the CWW Championship in a rematch against former champion Mega Morgan. It's going to be a huge match, folks. SKRAPER and Mega Morgan will get it on here tonight on Saturday Night Slam. All right, let's head on down to the ring and get our first match on the way. It is that grudge match, Backyard Bryce and Crazy Craig Drake. First, let's shuffle up the fast action card deck. We're going to have our first house show in a couple of weeks. And I believe some matches are being shaped for that. We're going to be coming from the Twin Cities. That is Shock Lesnar's home area. Minneapolis, Minnesota, the St. Paul area. We're going to have our first house show, and we're going to talk about it in probably next week. All right, Fast Action card deck has been shuffled. Let's get a referee on out here, shall we? We're going to get good old Bubba Rose. Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest is set for one fall. First, from Portland, Oregon, weighing 247 pounds, Crazy Craig Drake. Take a look at Crazy Craig Drake. He is scarred up. He's got bruises and scars left and right on him. He is one crazy mofo. He has a TV grade of A with a grudge grade of 0. He will be the underdog. His opponent from the backyard, weighing 232 pounds, Backyard Bryce. A huge fan favorite, Backyard Bryce. Just that quick. He has a TV grade of A with a grudge grade of 6. He will be favored. All right, we have the Fast Action card deck shuffled. Let's roll for, first, put the markers down. Backyard Bryce is a face and Crazy Craig is a heel. Now let's roll for pre-match. And we roll a 2, so we're heading to highlight reel low. And now let's roll, Soul. And we roll a 51 in highlight reel O. Wrong page. All right, 51. 51 says, Hotbox ally of underdog wrestler boils over after hearing unflattering comments in TV interview, charges into camera view, and attacks favorite wrestler. Increase ally grudge grade by 2 points. All right, the ally for Crazy Craig, he has 2 allies. He is part of Lady and Gentlemen, Bo Phoenix and Dat Dame. So both of them will attack during this TV interview. Before the match, Cole Casey interviews Backyard Bryce. Set these two guys on the side and have Cole Casey on now. All right, right now let's take it to Cole Casey.
Thank you, Brog Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest is from the backyard. He's a backyard wrestling sensation, and now he's become a sensation here when we left wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, Backyard Bryce. Mr. Bryce, I am telling you, you are a huge fan favorite here, and we live wrestling. The fans adore you. What is your thinking? How do you feel?
Well, I feel good saying that this is probably my second month from being a rookie. It feels fantastic to know that the fans have embraced me. But don't get it twisted, though. I still have a mean streak inside me.
Oh, yes, you do. You and Crazy Craig Drake were in a hardcore match last weekend, but that ended in a no contest. Now, it's a grudge match challenge, and you two will wrestle again. And what do you have to say to Crazy Craig Drake?
What I have to say to Crazy Craig Drake is that I will beat the crazy out of Crazy Craig.
All right.
And here, ally, I forgot. Here comes Dat Dame and Bo Phoenix. Cole Casey, you better get the hell out of there.
I'm going, Brock.
And they are beating the living daylights out of Backyard Bryce. Okay, that was 51. And do they gain? Yeah, they gain a grudge grade. Hotbox ally of underdog wrestler boils over after hearing unflattering comments in TV interview, charges into camera view, and attacks favorite wrestler. Increase ally grudge grade 2 points. Dat Dame will get 2 points, and Bo Phoenix will get 2 points. Bum rushing Backyard Bryce in the back. Dat Dame will go from a 1 to a 2. And Bo Phoenix will go from a 23 to a 25. All right, stick them on into the hot box. They will be the underdog ally. Let's bring Bubba Rose back out and Crazy Craig. Backyard Rice. Backyard Bryce showing some signs of being beat up in the back during that TV interview. Okay, our first card is Ref Bump. We don't need that. Grudge. Backyard Bryce has 6. Crazy Craig has 0. This will go to Backyard Bryce. We roll a 1. Backyard Bryce with a cheap shot to Crazy Craig. That's for a point. Bubba Rose did see it. Agile, and it's a submission. Backyard Bryce is not agile. Crazy Craig is agile, but only on a square. He is on a circle. Trailing. Nobody is oh yes, somebody is trailing. It is Crazy Craig who is trailing. We roll a 4, and it's a reverse and a pile driver. A devastating pile driver from Crazy Craig Drake to Backyard Bryce. 3 points. I think that hurt him. I think that hurt Backyard Bryce on top of his head. Agile. Backyard is not agile. Crazy Craig is agile, but only on the square. He's on the circle. Nobody is in control, so we spin it around. Favorite. Backyard Bryce is favorite with a star. Crazy Craig is not favorite. This will go to Backyard Bryce. We roll a 4. Backyard Bryce. He throws Crazy Craig into the turnbuckle, smashes him right into the turnbuckle. That is 2 points. Cheat. Backyard Bryce does not have cheat. Uh-oh. Crazy Craig has cheat with a star. And it's a 3. And a foreign substance. It is that foreign substance Crazy Craig Drake has. Whatever it is, it's gotten into the eye of Backyard Bryce, and he is temporarily blinded right now. That's 3 points for Crazy Craig. Backyard Bryce can't see a damn thing right now. He's trying to. Smart. Backyard Bryce is not smart. Crazy Craig is not smart. Cheat again, and again this will go to Crazy Craig. We roll a 1, and it's a loaded boot as he kicks Backyard Bryce into the midsection. Backyard Bryce goes down to his knees, and that boot looked like it was loaded to do that much damage to Backyard Bryce. And let's see how many points Crazy Craig gets. 3 points. We have helped. Backyard Bryce is not helped. Crazy Craig will get the help quality since he is now in a gang. So I will write that down under him on his scratch card. And let's see. Let me roll and see. 64. Yeah, that's way out of that range. So he will have help as gang. And it will be... I'll give him the square. All right, help with square. So he's on the square, and we will go to a highlight reel G. All right, there we go. We roll a 64 in highlight reel G. 64 says, gang member enters ring and delivers cheap shot, which ignites free-for-all between wrestlers, gang members, spectators, celebrities, or to eventually restore double disqualification. All right. Gang member enters ring. Bo Phoenix enters the ring. And I forgot to put Crazy Craig back down. All right, Bo Phoenix enters the ring. Delivers cheap shot. Well, he slaps Backyard Bryce. And that causes an all-out brawl in the ring. Backyard Bryce, Bo Phoenix, and Crazy Craig. Here comes, stepping into the ring, Dat Dame. And we don't need any spectators and celebrities getting into it. Backyard Bryce does not have an ally, so it's just the three of them. Oh, here comes, where's Miss Lady? Miss Lady comes into the action and gets on in it. It gets on in it. Slapping Backyard Bryce. We've got a brawl, folks. Backyard Bryce throws down Miss Lady, punching away at Bo Phoenix and Dat Dame and Crazy Craig. Order is restored by Bubba Rose, and he is calling for the bell, a double disqualification. Backyard Bryce and Crazy Craig Drake are both disqualified. The last match was a no contest. This match is a no disqualification. Let's roll for pre-match. We roll a 6. We're heading to highlight reel. Oh, who won the match? That's what that roll is. T for face. And, well, we don't have to do anything because it's a no winner. They both got disqualified. So we don't have to roll for that. But that is that. Backyard Bryce, Crazy Craig, double disqualification. After a cheap shot from Bo Phoenix, Dat Dame comes in and gets on in it, and Miss Lady comes in and gets on in it. This isn't finished yet between Crazy Craig and Backyard Bryce. All right, let's shuffle up the fast action card deck for our next match. It's the television championship. Thunderfist in his first defense against his rival, Big Brother Red Haggerty. I said last week that Big Red was going to say something to the crowd, but nope, he did. He just hauled tail. No longer is he a competitor here in We Live Wrestling, but he is a trainer, the head trainer at the We Live Wrestling Academy. All right, let's get Zane Price. All right. Your next contest is set for one fall, and it's for the WLW World Television Championship. First, the challenger from Austin, Texas, weighing 220 pounds, Big Brother Red Haggerty. Big Brother Red Haggerty will be underdog. He has a TV grade of C with a grudge grade of 37. He is a heel. His opponent from a severe storm, weighing 221 pounds, he is the reigning WLW World Television Champion, Thunderfist. Thunderfist will be favored. He has a TV grade of A with a Grudge grade of 18. Let's take the belt right off of him. This is for the WLW World Television Championship. Thunderfist is a face. All right, let's roll for pre-match. We roll a 5, and we're heading to Highlight Reel R. We roll a 31 in Highlight Reel R. 31 says, heel angered by negative fan response to entrance, increase heel Grudge grade by 2 points. Well, that's what you get. The fans here in New York City, they hate your guts. Big time, buddy. So you will go from a 37 to a 39. New York is rowdy, I'm telling you. All right, here we go. The first card in this match is Cheat. Oh, double cards, so it's not a cheat. Okay, there we go. Favorite. Thunderfist is favorite with a star. Big Brother Red is not favorite. This will go to Thunderfist. We roll a 3, and Thunderfist with an elbow smash clothesline for 2 points. A devastating one. Brutal, I'm telling you. Cheat. Thunderfist does not have cheat. Big Brother does not have cheat. Smart. Thunderfist has smart with a star. Big Brother does not have smart, so Thunderfist will stay on offense. We roll a 3, and Thunderfist, he's got a Big Brother and a double arm bar for 3 points. Trailing. The trailing wrestler is Big Brother. We roll a 3, and he comes back with a big boot, making Thunderfist swallow a big boot. 3 points for Big Brother Red, trying to make a comeback. Agile. Thunderfist has agile, but only on the square. He's on the circle. Big Brother Red has agile, but only on the square. He's on the circle. Hold on, I messed that all up. Thunderfist has agile, but only on the square. He's on the circle. Only on a circle. He's on a square. Big Brother Red has agile, but he's on a circle. He needs to be on a square. Okay, we got that straight. Grudge. Thunderfist has 18. Big Brother Red has 39. This will go to Big Brother. We roll a, and I can't see. We roll a 2, and it's a palm strike to Thunderfist. That is for 1 point. Giving Big Brother Red enough time to recuperate. Agile. Thunderfist has agile, but only on a circle. He's on a square. Big Brother Red has agile, but only on a square. He is on a circle. TV. Thunderfist has A. Big Brother Red has C. This will go to Thunderfist. We roll a 2, and Thunderfist with a spear. Almost spearing Big Brother Red in half, and that is for 3 points. Cheat. Thunderfist does not have cheat. Big Brother does not have cheat. Helped. Nobody has the helped quality. Ref bump. We don't need that. Favorite. This will go to Thunderfist again, who is favorite with a star. Red does not have it. And we roll a 6, and it's a arm trap shoulder breaker. We are going to have to roll for points. That is for 3 points. A nice move from Thunderfist, or as Vince McMahon would say, what a maneuver. Specialty. Thunderfist has a specialty. Folks, remember, Big Brother Red cannot use his specialty. And is he still injured for 6 matches? Oh, yeah, he is. I forget. He got hurt, was it last weekend? So he cannot even use any of the athletic qualities. So he loses his specialty as well also. That was for a few months ago. And Thunderfist's specialty is a Royal Rumble shooting star elbow drop. He connects. That is for 2 points. He is going for the pin. He lands on a fatigue chip. Big Brother Red will need the AAA 11-43 to get out of the pin. That is 62. That's 1. 42 he does. And he has 1 fatigue chip left. He's staying alive in this championship match. Help. Again, nobody. Object. Thunderfist. He does not have an object, and the Big Brother does not have an object. Object again, and again, nobody. Cheat. Nobody has cheat. Mean. Thunderfist is not mean. Big Brother Red does not have mean. Smart. Thunderfist is smart with a star. Big Brother Red is smart only on a square. He is on a circle, but it doesn't matter. Star will override it. This will go to Thunderfist. We roll a 4 and a slingshot clothesline to Big Brother Red. That is for 3 points. And he could set up for the Fist of Thunder, a Superman punch. Thunderfist will need the 11-33 to execute. Can he do it? Will he do it? 21, he does. He hits it. The Fist of Thunder on Big Brother Red. Big Brother Red is down, looking up at the ceiling. Thunderfist goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and he retains his WLW World Television Championship. Let's roll for post-match. We roll a 1. We're heading to Highlight Reel X. All right, let's see what we're going to get. We roll a 53 in Highlight Reel X. 53 says, Hotbox ally of defeated wrestler offers disarming comments. Reduce ally's grudge grade by 1 point. Well, Big Brother's daddy was his ally, so he is no longer here. He doesn't even have an ally, but he will lose a grudge grade, so he will go from a 39 to a 38. Going to have to work on allies and foes now, since we're losing a couple of folks. All right, Thunderfist successfully retains his World Television Championship against Big Brother Red. All right, our next match is tag team action, women's tag team action. Shuffle up the fast action card deck. Get this show after a brief break. Okay, that is nicely done. And put everything back. We're going to have Lola Cloud to officiate the match. Whoops. All right, we're going to, what's the other chip? There it is. We're going to put a save a partner. All right. When we come back, we're going to have women's tag team action. The WLW Women's World Champion, Sweet Candy KORN, and her tag team partner, BUSTY RHODES. They're going to get it on with the Ultimate Woman and her new found friend right now is the Crippler. That match is coming up next here on Saturday Night Slam. We're going to be back, folks. Don't go away. This is Jim's story. Jim has to deal with his wife. You don't love me anymore. Damn. Jim has to deal with his boss, or your ass is fired. Out of here, pal. Damn. Jim has to deal with a cussing 5-year-old. Jim is cussing at me. Damn. Hey, Jim, drink this. Oh, oh, oh. Damn, that's good. Damn straight. Damn cola. One taste of this will make you say, damn, that's good. This commercial did not make no damn sense. All right, we're back here on Saturday Night Slam. I mentioned last weekend that we're going to have some superstars from our rival organization, Corporate World Wrestling, also known as Big Box Wrestling. Folks, they are here tonight. They are here tonight. And we're going to find out who they are because they want their championship belt back. SKRAPER won it at Super Slam 2. Not only is he our champion, but he is their champion. And the Big Box Wrestling has sent some folks down here to get that belt back. It's got to be embarrassing. It has got to be embarrassing. All right. Let's head down to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is set for one fall. It's a tag team match. First, from the gym, this is the Crippler and her tag team partner from parts unknown, the Ultimate Woman. All right, I'm going to put the Ultimate Woman and the Crippler as favored. They look like they have some pretty good TV grades and Grudge grades. The Ultimate Woman has a TV grade of A with a Grudge grade of 19. The Crippler has a TV grade of C with a Grudge grade of 13. And not only that, she has that wrench in her hand. The Crippler and the Ultimate Woman are heels. Their opponents. First, from Fort Worth, Texas, BUSTY RHODES. And her tag team partner from Hershey, Pennsylvania, Sweet KANDY KORN. The WLW Women's World Champion and BUSTY RHODES heading down to the ring. They're going to be the underdogs. Sweet KANDY KORN has a TV grade of D, but BUSTY RHODES has a TV grade of AAA with a Grudge grade of 16, and Sweet KANDY KORN's Grudge grade is 24. They are faces. Looks like Sweet KANDY KORN is going to go up in this match with the Crippler. Folks, take a look at the size of that woman. Can you believe it? Planet Fitness has done her well. All right, let's roll for pre-match. And we roll a 1, so we're going to highlight real low. All right, we roll a 55 and highlight real low. 55 says go to highlight reel P. That is right next door. All right, we're going to have to roll again. And we roll a 56 in highlight reel P. 56 says, and we don't have any celebrities. So we roll a 34. 34 says Hotbox Ally, a favorite wrestler, gets on TV with entertaining antics. Increased TV grade of Ally by 1 letter grade. All right, Hotbox Ally, a favorite wrestler. Uh-oh. That is She Undertaker. The dart. The lights are out. The Manhattan Center has gone dark here in New York City. Folks, here they are. Queen of the Dark, She Undertaker, Mama Zombie, and Daddy's little girl, Pink Roy. All right, let's read again. 43. Hotbox Ally, a favorite wrestler, comes up with 34, excuse me. Hotbox Ally, a favorite wrestler, gets on TV with entertaining antics. Increased TV grade of Ally by 1 letter grade. All right, Pink Roy, She Undertaker, Mama Rose Roy. The main ally will be She Undertaker. They come out to the ring and they just stare at Sweet Candy KORN and Busty Rhodes. Is this some kind of alliance with those 5 women? The Crippler, the Ultimate Woman, Pink Roy, She Undertaker, and Mama Zombie? Or is She Undertaker's just playing around? But she will get a TV, not a TV grade, a Grudge grade. So she will get, oh, she will get a TV grade. Oh, okay. Wrestler gets on TV with entertaining antics. Increased TV grade of Ally by 1 letter grade. So she will go from a AA to a AAA, as all 3 women are now floating in the arena. We saw this again one time before. And this time they're going to stay there. So they're going to be the favorite ally. All right, first card is TV. The Crippler has a C. Sweet Candy KORN has a D. This will go to the Crippler. And it's a 1. An arm bar. The Crippler has Sweet Candy KORN in an arm bar. That is 1 point. The Crippler twisting that arm. Heavy. The Crippler is not heavy. Candy KORN is not heavy. Specialty. Nobody is in control. We spin that bad boy around, and it's Grudge. The Crippler has 13. Sweet Candy KORN has 24. This will go to Candy KORN as she gets out of that arm bar and turns it into a jumping spin kick for 2 points. And we roll a 2, and it's a no tag. Helped. The Crippler does not have the helped quality, and Sweet Candy KORN does not have the helped quality. Quick. The Crippler does not have quick. Candy KORN has quick with a star. And she comes back with a step over arm bar. And she has an arm bar of her own on the Crippler. That's for 3 points. We roll a 4. Offensive scoring team tags. Sweet Candy KORN tags in. Busty Rhodes. Cheat. The Crippler has cheat with a star. Busty Rhodes does not have cheat. We roll a 4. And it's a low blow. Ultimate Woman gets Lola Cloud's attention in a Crippler with a low blow. A menacing low blow to Busty Rhodes. That is for 1 point. 3 no tag. Trailing. This will go to the Crippler, who is trailing behind Busty Rhodes. We roll a 4, and it's a reverse and an axe bomb from the Crippler for 3 points. 5 offensive scoring team tags. The Crippler now tags in the Ultimate Woman. Come get yourself some woman. Mean. Ultimate Woman has mean. And on a square, she's on a square. Busty Rhodes does not have mean. This will go to the Ultimate Woman. We roll a 3, and it's an ankle lock and a twist onto Busty Rhodes. That's for 2 points. Cinching that lock, that ankle lock on it, twisted it too. She's about to break a bone. Favorite. The Ultimate Woman does not have favorite. BUSTY RHODES does not have favorite. Specialty and nobody's in control. We spin it around, highlight reel, A or B. We're going to roll. A is odds, B is even. And we roll a 1, so we're going to highlight reel A. We roll a 35 in highlight reel A. 35 says, wrestler scores 1 point, soaks in fans' response, doesn't notice opponent sneaking up on her. Opponent delivers suplex slam, scores 3 points. All right, the Ultimate Woman gets a point, as she is now taunting the good folks here in the Manhattan Center in New York City. The fans are going crazy, and the Ultimate Woman does not notice BUSTY RHODES coming from behind, as she scoops up the Ultimate Woman with a suplex and a suplex slam down to the mat for 3 points. We roll a 5. Offensive scoring team tags, and that is BUSTY RHODES. She tags back in. KANDY KORN. Helped. Nobody has the help quality. Heavy. The Ultimate Woman is not heavy. KANDY KORN is not heavy. Cheat and nobody's in control. Spin it around. Favorite. Ultimate Woman is not favorite, and KANDY is not favorite. Mean. The Ultimate Woman has mean on a square, but she's on the circle. KANDY KORN has mean with a star. This will go to her. And as we roll a 3, and it's a triple neck breaker to the Ultimate Woman for 3 points. 4 offensive scoring team tags. KANDY KORN tags back in BUSTY RHODES, trailing. And this will go to the Ultimate Woman, who is trailing behind, as we roll a 2. And it's a knife hand chop. It rings out here in the Manhattan Center. That's for 2 points. 1 hot tag. BUSTY tags in KANDY KORN. That was hot tag, non-scoring team. And they get a point. And KANDY KORN scoops up the Ultimate Woman, rolling her up. She lands on a fatigue chip. The Ultimate Woman will need the AAA 11-43. That is 55, that is 1. 44, that's 2. And 32. And the Ultimate Woman gets out of the pin. She has 1 fatigue chip left. Well, they have 1 fatigue chip left and a saver partner. All right, TV grade. The Ultimate Woman has A. KANDY KORN has D. This will go to the Ultimate Woman. We roll a 5, and the Ultimate Woman connects to KANDY KORN with a big boot. And that is 3 points. Ultimate Woman goes for the pin after KANDY KORN goes down. She lands on a fatigue chip. KANDY KORN will need the AAA 11-43. 44, that is 1. 26. And the Ultimate Woman, KANDY KORN gets out of the pin. Is there a tag? We roll a 4, and it's offensive scoring team tags. The Ultimate Woman tags back in the Crippler. And it's Agile. The Crippler does not have Agile. KANDY KORN has Agile with a star. This will go to her as she gets back on offense. And it's a spinning toe hold onto the Crippler for a point. And she turns that into a pin. She lands on a fatigue chip. The Crippler will need the AAA 11-43. 61, that's 1. And 26, the Crippler gets out of it. No more fatigue chips for the Ultimate Woman and the Crippler. They have that saver partner. Highlight reel, A or B. Let's roll again. A is odds, B is even. And we roll a 6, and we're heading to highlight reel B. That is next door. And we roll a 26. 26 in highlight reel B says, wrestler uses finisher to immediately win match. Issues grudge match challenge to current champion. Oh, damn. The wrestler is the Crippler. Her finisher is the Crippler clutch. It's a Cobra clutch. She quickly puts it on Candy Corn. Candy Corn taps out. And that is it. The Crippler just defeated Candy Corn. What an upset from the Crippler in this tag team match. And that was, what was it again? You know what, I'm always losing. 26. All right, wrestler uses finisher to immediately win match. Issues grudge match challenge to the current champion. Candy Corn taps out quickly, and the Crippler now has a microphone. And she is issuing a championship title match to Candy Corn. She says that it is time that Candy Corn stops playing with that Women's World Championship and give it to a deserving real woman. And I believe Candy Corn is going to accept that match. So this will be a grudge match challenge. And let's see what kind of match will it be. It's a 6 normal rules match. So it'll be a normal rules match for the Women's World Championship. Oh, I'm writing something wrong. All right, grudge match challenge for the WLW Women's World Championship. And it's normal rules. And just like that, the Crippler will get a championship match. I believe this will be her first time challenging. I believe so. Now let's roll for post match. And we roll a 2. We're heading to highlight reel X. We roll a 66. And 66 says go to highlight reel Y because it asked me to. And uh-oh. All right, we roll a 34 in highlight reel Y. 34 says Hotbox ally of winning wrestler gets on TV with interviewing with entertaining antics. Increased TV grade of ally about one letter grade. All right, Hotbox ally of winning wrestler. You know what? There is no ally. I don't think Candy Corn and Busty Rose has an ally. Cactus Jackie is a face. So I think that is that's it. No harm, no foul. So they don't. Busty Rose does not gain a TV grade, even though she already has a AAA, and Sweet Candy Corn does not gain a TV grade because they don't have an ally. We're going to leave it at that. All right, the Crippler wins for her team. Immediately issues a grudge match challenge for the WLW Women's World Championship. And we're going to see if Conrad Thompson will grant her that match. All right, now it's time for our main event. It's for the WLW. Oh, no, not the WLW. My bad. It's for the CWW World Championship. Corporate World Wrestling Championship. And some CWW wrestlers are going to make their faces, show their faces here tonight. I'm pretty sure you know who the other two are. And there is one more. All right. I'm always in the tag team pile. And what am I doing in there? Okay, let's grab who I need. All right. We're going to have Rock Hansen, senior referee Rock Hansen, to officiate this championship match. I'm pretty sure they, the top brass in Corporate World Wrestling has given some very good instructions to not Zane Price. This is not Zane Price. Where's Rock? Here he is. To Rock Hansen. Call it down the middle. All right, let's shuffle up the fast action card deck. All right, should I do out of the ring action? I think I will. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event. And it is for the Big Box Wrestling Corporate World Wrestling Championship. First, to my right, the challenger from Venice Beach, California, weighing 302 pounds, from Corporate World Wrestling, Mega Morgan. And to my left, Mega Morgan's to my right. Did I say that? Mega Morgan's on my right, SKRAPER is on my left. And to my left, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 301 pounds, representing Quad, he is the current reigning, defending Corporate World Wrestling Champion, SKRAPER. Two-belt SKRAPER. And whoops. This is not for the We Live Wrestling World Championship. This is for Corporate World Wrestling. All right, hot box time. Mason Sensation is not here tonight. So SKRAPER's corner will be Papa Doc. After Mason Sensation's action last weekend, he will not be here with us tonight. All right, favored ally is Papa Doc. Underdog ally. And folks, here comes Sean Canada, who is now on the roster of Corporate World Wrestling. And a man by the name of Tim Tobacco Dupree. Tobacco Dupree is here. He will be on the ally of Mega Morgan. This is the former CWW champion. Mega Morgan defeated him for that title over less than a year ago when Mega Morgan was kicked out of We Live Wrestling and got signed by Corporate World Wrestling. Tobacco Dupree is a former world champion that Mega Morgan defeated. They're in the corner of Mega Morgan. All right, face foe. Favorite foe. Let's get Big Bad. They are still foes. Right, favorite foe will be Big Bad. Underdog foe. Who will it be? He doesn't have a foe. His only foe is SKRAPER. All right, let's fill out the high grudge grade. And that person is Blair Scott. He has 53. Let's see who has the highest, the next highest. Looks like it's going to be Shock Lesnar. Yep. Oh, no. It's, well, Mason Sensation has 40, but he is not here tonight. So it will be Born a Beast, Shock Lesnar. All right. Let's roll for out of the ring action. SKRAPER is a heel. Mega Morgan is a face. We roll a 4 and a 1. That is a 5 for SKRAPER. All right, and for Mega Morgan, we roll a 3 and a 3. That is a 6. All right. New York City is getting a treat here tonight. Let's roll for pre-match. And we roll a 2. We're going to highlight reel low. We roll a 25 in highlight reel low. 25 says, underdog wrestler injured during TV interview by interruption from opponent. Increased grudge grade by 2 points. The underdog is Mega Morgan. I don't want to remove any people ain't suggested to do that TV interview, so I will tell what happened. Mega Morgan was being interviewed by Cole Casey, and he was interrupted by double champion SKRAPER. And Mega Morgan gains 2 grudge grades, so he will go from an 11 to a 13. All right, first action card is a quick. It's SKRAPER quick, though he does not have quick, and Mega Morgan does not have quick. Help. Uh-oh. SKRAPER has help. Let me take a look at what Mega Morgan has. Nope, he does not have it. SKRAPER has help with the G, so we're going to highlight real G. Business is about to boom here, folks. And we roll a 54 and highlight real G. 54 says, opponent leaves ring to engage gang member, fails to return in time, wrestler awarded the decision. Mega Morgan now sees Papa Doc and Shock Lesnar out there, but he goes after Papa Doc. They're brawling outside of the ring. Rock Hansen now is counting to 10. Papa Doc, Mega Morgan, they're going at it. SKRAPER, Shock Lesnar, they're letting Papa Doc have his way. Rock Hansen counts to 10. Mega Morgan is unable to return to the ring in time, and SKRAPER is awarded the victory. So, dude, by count out, your winner and still CWW champion, SKRAPER. All right, you know what? What the hell was that? All right, let's roll for post-match. We roll a 1, so we're heading to a highlight reel X. And, I forgot. Tobacco Dupree and Sean Canada were also getting into it with SKRAPER and Shock Lesnar, while Papa Doc and Mega Morgan were going at it. Okay, what am I doing? Highlight reel X. And we roll a 45 in highlight reel X. 45 says, Hotbox ally of defeated wrestler gets riled up over comments of opponent in TV interview. Increase ally's grudge grade by 3 points. Okay, let's read it again. That was 45. Hotbox ally of defeated wrestler gets riled up over comments of opponent in TV interview. Increase ally's grudge grade by 3 points. The defeated wrestler is Mega Morgan. His ally is Tobacco Dupree. He got in being interviewed by Cole Casey. Oh no, SKRAPER is being interviewed by Cole Casey. And SKRAPER says that you can kiss this championship. You can kiss the Corporate World Wrestling Championship goodbye. It's going to stay here in We Live Wrestling for eternity. That gets Tobacco Dupree going. And he gets a grudge grade. That's 3, I believe, is it? Yep, 3 grudge grades for Tobacco Dupree. That wad of tobacco in his mouth. So he goes from a 0 to a 3. And we're going to end at that. Nothing incredible happened. But SKRAPER retains the Corporate World Wrestling Championship. And now Mega Morgan, Tobacco Dupree, Sean Canada, they've been sent here to New York to bring back home the Corporate World Wrestling Championship back to Big Box Wrestling. And that did not happen. This is ongoing. Put the belt back on SKRAPER. All right, SKRAPER and Shock Lesnar, 2 dominant champions here in We Live Wrestling. All right, that is it. We've got a grudge match challenge for the Women's Championship. The Crippler issues a challenge to Sweet Candy KORN. And Backyard Bryce and Crazy Craig. Their first match was a no contest. Their second match tonight was a disqualification. So we're going to see what will happen tomorrow night on the Sunday Night Slam. Don't know who is in action yet, but we're going to find that out tomorrow night. All right, Saturday Night Slam has been rolled by Faith to the Mat. It was created by Keith Avalon from Play Games. If you want to know anything about this awesome game, there will be a click on the video description, as well as a click to the link in the channel's description. Okay? And if you enjoyed the video, how about hit that like button? You can comment, share, and I will gladly say thank you. All right, more action coming up tomorrow night on Sunday Night Smash. This is your voice of We Live Wrestling, Brog Jr., saying have a good one, folks.